Ha! Your timing's off.
Your timing's off. Not 2 minutes and counting. Ha ha. What's up, everybody?
Hello, hello, hello. Pretty sure we went live?
Yep, D-Live actually went live.
You just went live.
There's the notification. What's up, guys? Good morning.
Good afternoon. Or good evening, wherever you're from.
You're the best around.
Hello, Freaky. Let us know that D-Live is working. Hey, Andy, Freaky Geek, Maria, Nicole, Misty Cat, Ruth. Easily distracted. I think I got everybody.
You think?
I think so.
You don't know.
Nope, I don't. Hi, Ruth.
Oh, what the fart?
Right? How you guys doing? That's not what I wanted. I didn't go live again.
No, I got to turn off my notifications.
What's going on? Good to see everybody.
All right, we're good to go.
All right.
Did you
Come on
say hello to myself or Shadow? Hi, Shadows.
Hi, Eddie. Chaos. What's new with you?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just got home from work.
I haven't seen you in so long.
I know it's been about 9 hours.
I don't have my shows up for what I'm going to talk about.
We're doing good, Ruth. And good news for you too, Ruth. Your bracelet. Your bracelet has arrived at our mailbox here in Anchorage. So I will be picking it up after the show so we can repack it with your address and ship it to you.
We had a little problem with my warehouse. They wouldn't recognize your address. That's what's taking so long. But it shall be on the way.
Yes, we are sending it to you ourselves. Hi, Misty Cat.
Well, thank you, Freaky Geek.
Always nice to see when people share it out.
Definitely. Appreciate it. Is D-Live? Hey, Nicole. Or hey, well, hello, Nicole, too. Hey, Heather. Is D-Live not, or YouTube not coming through D-Live? It looks like. What the hell is going on with D-Live?
I got a double high from Misty Cat.
Well, that ain't right.
La-di-da.
What's up with that, Misty Cat?
Yeah, we apologize, Ruth. For some reason, it would not recognize your address in the UK. So we just had them send it here. We'll just repackage it and send it out.
Yeah. I don't know what is going on. I know, D-Live or D-Dead, exactly. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know if it's Restream or if it's D-Live that's having the problem, but I mean, with D-Live having problems the last couple times we've gone live.
I don't know, Freaky. How do you warehouse?
Hey, Patrick.
Is Patrick in D-Live?
Yes.
Okay, it's not registering again.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to, read.
No problem, Andy. What's up, Patrick? Yeah, they mistook the UK to mean unknown location.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick, for the ice cream. How are you?
No, it did show that you said hi to Misty Cat.
What the fart?
That came up a little bit ago. I seen it.
Ruth, just call me Trouble. Thank you, Nicole, for the lemons. Hope everybody is well. Yes, let me go down through. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Andy. Hello, Freaky Geek. Hello, Misty Cat. Hello, Nicole. Did I get... Hello, Easily Distracted, if you're still here.
Hurry back, Freaky Geek.
I think I got everybody.
Yeah, see, now it's to the point now.
Hello, Maria.
I have no idea who's sending anything.
Hello, Heather, and hello, Patrick. That was Heather. You're the best around. All you guys are.
Ruth, you ain't trouble, hon. You ordered something, we're going to make sure you get it.
That's right. Definitely. Thank you, Patrick, for the ice creams.
Nicole says her pendulum is crazy near her Super 7.
That's cool.
Thank you, Heather, for all the lemons.
Oh, really, Misty Cat? That's weird. Let's see if this works.
Would that be freaky? Who did that?
Thank you, Heather, for the lemons.
I can't. Everything is stick together.
That was Nicole.
Hey, easily distracted. Happy Monday. Wow, you must have had a day off from work.
Thank you, Nicole, for the ice cream.
Gotta give the boy points.
Gotta give that boy points. Oh, I didn't put up my sounds. Damn it. I didn't do a lot of things. It's Monday. Yay! Thank you for the ice cream, Nicole. The ice creams. Nothing wants to log in. What the hell's going on here? Happy Monday.
Whoa. Well, I guess it would be a happy Monday then.
So thank you, Patrick, for the lemons. What happened?
Happy Mondays.
Sorry about Thursday and Friday, guys. Well, Thursday I went live, right?
Welcome back, Freaky.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the day you only went live for about an hour.
Okay.
Because you wasn't feeling too well.
No, it wasn't in me. It just wasn't in me. And Friday I was still
Blah.
blah. So.
I knew it wasn't in you. I'm basically the one that told you to stop the show.
Yes, he did. So stop the show now. No, he didn't.
Come here.
Get over here. Anybody see the new movie? I heard it was crap.
Mortal Kombat, if you guys haven't guessed. It's important to take care of your health. And it's just important for the rest of you to make sure you take care of your health too.
That's right.
This is not a demand that you show up to every show. If you're not feeling well, please rest.
Yes, Heather and Freaky. I feel much better and I'm all rested up. Well, I don't know if I'm all rested up, but you know.
I am. I slept good yesterday.
Yes, you did. He did. He went to bed. Usually, this is what happens when his show ends. He says he's going to bed, right?
Why do?
So, well, what happens is he'll stay on YouTube for a little bit, for about 2 hours. Then he'll go out and have a cigarette and say, I'm going to have a cigarette and then go to bed. Then he'll come up and he'll eat.
It's because I just got high.
And then he'll get undressed, get ready for bed. Then he'll get dressed again, go down for another cigarette. So when he says he's going to bed, he usually ends up being 4 o'clock our time before he goes to bed. So about 4 hours after the show.
Not yesterday.
No, yesterday he actually went to bed after the show and a cigarette and
yeah, almost.
eating.
No, I ate before the show. Remember?
Oh, that's right, you did. Yes.
And then the show ended. I went down and had a cigarette. I came back upstairs. I undressed, and I remember waking up at about 8:30.
Yeah, yeah, he slept really good yesterday.
I feel bad. I missed Sling Blades live. You know, I told him I'd try to make it, but man, it just, when I got undressed and laid down, it was good night, Irene.
It really was. It really, really was. Which, like I said, that usually don't happen. I sit there and I laugh at him all the time because he gets undressed, gets ready for bed.
She's like, you're going to go have another
I
cigarette.
know.
No, I'm just going to lay down. That fucking 20 minutes, I'm like, fucking getting dressed.
Hey, Amora Ladybug.
Hey, Amora. But now the weather's getting to the point I don't have to get fully dressed again. I can just put my shorts on and go out and have a cigarette.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's beautiful out. Didn't even need a jacket today. Just been wearing my hoodie. Of course, up here I'm like sweating to death. But, you know, what are you going to do?
Spitfire, what's up?
Hey, Spitfire. How
So,
are you?
Freaky Geek must know me well. I hate those times when you're bone tired about falling asleep sitting up. And when you lay down, it's like, nah, just kidding. No sleep just yet.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
Or I get so overtired, Freaky, that my legs and shit will jerk me awake.
Yeah.
Just about the time I'll fall asleep, my body jerks me awake.
No. Yeah, I hate that. I'm the same way, Freaky Geek. I'll go to lay down, toss and turn, try to get comfy, and I'm like, screw it, I guess I'm not sleepy. And then
But you get up, turn something on the TV.
Yeah.
That you really want to watch. And
it's
next thing you know, you're sound asleep 10 minutes into it.
Yeah, you're like, sucks. Hate it. Ooh, today's Monday. Debris.
Yes. Well, no, tomorrow.
Well, yeah, tomorrow.
By the time it uploads and we get to see it, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. Damn it.
It kind of feels that way, yeah, sometimes.
I can always tell when Eddie's falling asleep because he'll start jerking.
A twitch.
That didn't sound right.
That's
twitching.
Spitfire, you can click on that and set a time that you would prefer to do it. Like when it happens to me, I'll set it to where it's like 4 o'clock in the morning because I'll be at work.
I do that. I go through because my computer will start running slow, so I'll go to restart it. That's when it decides it wants to update. Like I got no message or nothing like that.
Yeah, but now it's too late.
Yeah, so now it's like, updating, hold on, and I'm like, God. That's happened to me a couple times. That's why I've been late, is because it's like my computer just wants to update. Shut up, Freaky. I know that didn't sound right. Yes, today is Moon Day. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Amora is in her robe, just chilling out. That's cool. She's in her morning robe. So she's having a cozy Monday.
Why fucking not? Yeah, Freaky, you activate a window by unlocking it and pushing it upward. Now it's activated.
What the fart?
And Amora's saying hi to everybody. Well, I'm Patrick, Heather, all of them are saying hi to everybody on YouTube.
So y'all just want to be greedy over there in D-Live and stick to yourselves. That's cool. Piss off, pansies.
What do you mean? My goodness. So we got a good show for you today. I hope it's a good show anyway.
Actually, believe it or not, Freaky, here in Alaska, I'm to the point where I'm ready to crack the windows open.
Yeah. I thought about that a couple times yesterday. What do you mean it's not working right? Streamlabs is posting.
Yeah, I've just posted my channel. Having lunch in the backyard, but I'll be listening.
Okay. No problem, easily distracted.
What are we having for lunch?
I know. Heather said, seriously, Eddie? LMAO. Patrick's over there like, oh my God.
Well, I don't know if I'm saying hi to them or not, Mr. Cat. Honestly, I don't see them. I don't know if they're really there. Shadows could be making all this shit up.
That's right. I'm lying. I'm lying about Freaky Geek and Patrick and Heather and Nicole over in D-Live.
I'm the same way, Eddie. All I can see is comments from the YouTube platform.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, the weird witch can be 2 places at once. So hi, cool, chaos, funny Eddie.
Look at Heather's even sharing your YouTube channel out on D Live.
Italian beef mozzarella. I know mozzarella is cheese.
That sounds freaking
It
good.
does too.
That sounds really good. Wow, yeah. Yeah, I'll take that lunch.
Who's sharing me on what?
I said that 5 minutes ago.
Oh, it has not been 5 minutes.
I said Heather is sharing your YouTube out on D Live.
Oh, well, thank you, Heather.
Spitfire's dreaming of having pizza for lunch. We are, every Monday, what do we have?
Cheap Chicken Monday.
That's right, it's Cheap Chicken Monday here at the grocery store.
For
So,
$5.99, if you're a club member, you get 4 thighs, 4 legs every Monday for $5.99. And because we both like chicken so fucking, believe it or not, for a grocery store, they got one of the best tasting chickens, deep fried chickens that I've ever had.
yeah, they really do.
So we'll buy 2 8-pieces for $12.
Yeah. Heather said you're welcome, Eddie.
She's amazing. They're all amazing.
Easily destructed, it's a homemade, warmed in a toaster oven. Oh.
Oh my God. I thought Freaky Geek said I finished off last night's prostitute.
Oh my God. Well, this quickly went downhill.
Well, read his thing real quick.
And no, it's protein.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot how
if
to
you
say
read it
it.
really fucking quick.
Chicken on the barbecue last night. I think it did pretty good. That sounds good too. Guys, I haven't ate breakfast yet.
No, you didn't, but I thought you did.
Oh, what the fart?
Right? I know.
Freaky Geek finished off a prostitute.
Patrick's like, what?
I'll tell you what, that's a first for the record books here.
Oh my God.
I don't think anybody's finished off a prostitute but Freaky Geek. And he says he got Freaky a discount.
Well, that was nice of you, Andy.
Now, did you get the frequent flyer miles or did you get the frequent screw miles? Oh, that sounds nasty. Never mind. Let's go on with the show.
Okay.
Hey, Maria.
Hey, Maria.
Name Sissy hi. Okay, Sissy, hi.
Wow, what a Monday. Just like the senator in The Godfather, LMAO. Right? Easily distracted?
Gotta give the boy points.
Holy hell.
Freaky deserves a lot of points for this one, I'll tell you that.
Heather says, you think, Eddie? LMAO.
Freaky probably over there blushing from like there ain't no tomorrow.
Lord.
Oh, that's okay, Maria. Thanks for coming in, huh?
No problem. We thank you for coming in, definitely.
Freaky says, but it's better a Virgo than a virgin. Well, maybe she thinks Virgos are virgins.
That could be. That could be. To that, just like everybody know, Andy said that I told the old girl Freaky was a Virgo. Lord.
All right. Yeah, I never expected the show to start off this way, but well, darn. Freaky geek. All right.
All right. Can we
So-
go ahead and start? Yeah, I'm
Other than
scared.
talking about Virgos, virgins, and prostitutes, what are we going to discuss today?
We are talking about the God HelmetDark.
The God hell, really?
The God helmet, yes.
That just doesn't fit in there. I mean,
Then-
it does, but
Then we're going to talk. Oh, God. Why did I pick this story for today? It is Manic Monday, Heather. You are right. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to change instead of Monday Musings.
So we got Virgos, Virgins, Prostitutes, and God's Helmet.
No, the God Helmet.
Oh, the God Helmet.
And then after that, we're talking about dark adaptation and the red light.
This is a theme I can see, just progressively getting worse.
Exactly, especially after that, because we're talking about when the day turns dark. And then we got the story of two women who didn't get along even after death.
See? Wow.
And then we're talking about the bizarre legend of Arizona's red ghost.
Well, we can't talk about that one. It just
No,
don't fit in the topic.
No freaky geeky, not an eclipse.
Although last night it would have been a beautiful eclipse.
Right. Well, tonight even better because it's a full moon tonight.
Yeah, but even last night, though, because it was sitting so low and so bright.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, Nicole.
This fire says, I thought Shadows was talking about Darth Vader's helmet. Yes, absolutely right, Andy.
Women may rule, Maria, but only wimps obey those rulers.
I don't obey your fucking rules.
You love.
No,
Okay.
I don't.
All right. We'll remember that.
I know how to fucking bend them bitches and manipulate it.
And then if we have time, the Barnstable house, the house of 11 ghosts.
Well, most movies that play in my head are weird and funny. Maria sounds like she's a dominatrix, Andy. I'd be careful. She's telling you might need some training.
I know. I didn't. Hold on. You might hear some ghoulish laughter. Oh, it's up. Then why the hell is it not working? I don't know. It's not working today, Heather. Flap, 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 flap. Had 16 years of her. Hey, Melanie. Yes, D-Live is working, except that...
It is not in sync with YouTube.
Yeah, what he said.
So, hi, Melanie. I need trading. Or you mean training?
Well...
You plan on trading me off?
Maybe.
Do I look like I'm part of a sex slave underground shit here? No.
All right.
What is she, your pimp?
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
I don't want to know what you do in the shadows, easily distracted.
No, I haven't. I gotta watch that.
Maria says it's up to you whether you trade me or not. Eddie is a card. We have to collect him. Misty Cass says she can see Restream but not D-Live.
Yeah, D-Live's not working in the restream today. Apparently it's taken the day off.
Fuck off, Andy.
But he can't blame me. That's says Missy's gonna trade Eddie in for a younger model. Shock. Horror. Can't blame her though. LOL.
Oh, thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. At least she says we'll keep him. He rocks. At least I hope she was talking about me.
No, he does. He does. He very much rocks. All right, so first up.
We said hi to Melanie. I think we did, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was kind of worried for a minute, but it is okay to cry.
It is okay to cry. Baymax says so. Damn it.
No, we're not getting a fucking shocking share.
I know. No. Remember with your vibrating
That's
pillow?
what I said. We're not getting one. I know what he's talking about.
Okay. So the God helmet, otherwise known as the Shiva. Have you guys heard? Has any of you guys heard of the God helmet?
No.
You've never heard of the God helmet?
No, I haven't.
I'm sure you have because we've watched some shows that dealt with the God helmet. So I forgot that I have 2 monitors now, so I can put this over here. This is what the God helmet looks like.
That looks like a pilot's helmet.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
Hurry back, freaky.
Hurry back, freaky. And what the God helmet does is basically the helmet works by using a network of low intensity magnetic signals. This is like doing what we did with the magnets, only more powerful. Specifically focusing on the amygdala and the hippocampus, which are the areas of the brain thought to be associated with how we understood God and religion. Okay, also it protects the pineal gland and all that stuff. The signal mimics brain waves that come from the deep parts of the brain. These signals cause a disruption in the brain, causing the left and right side of the brain to communicate.
So it's not running an interference. It's running a conduit to connect each other.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Here, if you want to, let me. I'll put this link. I'll put it in the description as well when I get done with the show. But I'll put this link in the chat. So this is a more technical. If you really want to understand what's going on with it, you can look here, and it's more of an understanding of what it is or how it works technologically, basically. So the helmet is connected to a computer through a black box.
Hey, Murad's Haunted Journeys, how are you?
Hey, Murad, how you doing? So the helmet is connected to a computer through a black box, all right, which cycles the signals through 4 coils on either side of the head. That's where those 4 things were. They sit over the area of the temporal lobes, and researchers believe it's the source of spiritual and religious experiences. So it's like taking an ayahuasca, but without the ayahuasca. Sessions are held in a sensory deprivation environment.
Hey, Bug.
Hey, Bugaboo.
Yo.
Daniela Candela. So sessions are held in a sensory deprivation environment, meaning eliminating sight and sound, with a big emphasis on silence. It is thought that the temporal lobe, which the helmet is trying to stimulate, is constantly monitoring ambient sound, and the sound can interfere with the results of the experiment.
Welcome back, freaky.
As there are no ear covers on the helmet, a specific acoustic chamber was used during some of the experiments during the trials.
Bugs with Jaden.
Hey, Jaden. Very cool. That's awesome.
Andy, I don't think Jaden's going to understand you saying hi.
He's a little young. That's Danielle and Ryan's younger brother.
Much younger brother.
Yeah.
We don't need nothing to hear you better with, Maria. We need something to block you the hell out.
That's mean.
I mean, though, it would be pretty cool to experience your brain as a whole instead of 2 halves.
Right. So can the God helmet create a ghost? Paranormal investigators and psychics have been experimenting with the God helmet over the last couple of decades with the thought that it could open up an altered state of consciousness and allow a person to communicate with what they believe to be a spirit, ghost, or even a form of higher being. It does indeed seem that the helmet does subject the participant to paranormal experiences when they feel a presence. Whether or not it's truly paranormal, of course, we don't know. Sometimes they see the presence, and some claim they can also communicate it with it as well. Similar technologies have been shown in documentaries on YouTube and mainstream paranormal reality television, claiming they have increased a person's psychic abilities. So it's almost like, it's not exactly the Estes moment or the Estes experiment, just because of the fact that that has to do with blocking out everything to hear the spirit box and scare Eddie. Scare the shit out of Eddie. If you haven't seen the video, Patrick was there that night. I forgot who else. Hey, Blue, how are you?
How you doing, Blue?
Blue's over in D Live, by the way, everybody. If you haven't seen the video, me and Eddie had a night investigation here in our room, or in our, where we live. And
our little apartment.
It was over a year ago now. We did the Estes method, which is covering your eyes up and having headphones on, so you can just your senses of sight are gone. So it allows you to hopefully hear better of the voices coming through the spirit box. So Eddie was out in the living room, and I had a camera on him picking up what he was saying while I was in here with the door shut asking questions. And when it was over with, I went out and I tapped him on the knee to let him know that we were done.
That was a fucking mistake.
And he jumped to high heaven. It was funny.
I even cussed, I think. I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think you did.
Like, what the hell just touched me?
But like I said, it's over a year ago that we did it now. Yeah, you remember that, Patrick? Yeah.
Not too much over a year ago, but yeah. We should try that again sometime.
Right.
I mean, I was hearing stuff, though.
Yeah.
I guess I was giving answers to some of your questions. Or
some
something.
of them, yeah. But it wasn't coming through as...
what the fuck?
Right? Thank you, Patrick, for the ice cream, by the way.
And thank you, Patrick. I don't know, because you're from D-Live. I can't see it. You're too good for me. Hey.
And thank you, Nicole, for the ice cream.
Thank you, guys. We greatly appreciate it.
And if you ever watched Paranormal State around 11 years ago, it was the Shotkey helmet. What Ryan used. And Chip used, where they were in the red light. No, it wasn't. That was the Godsfield experiment. My bad. But they did try it out. Psychological. Oh, actually, Patrick had something to say. Hold on one second. In the paranormal field, we know that EMF can affect the human mind and cause you to feel someone is there. Right. If you're overexposed to EMF, definitely. That's when you get that I'm being watched feeling. Kind of like I think what's happening downstairs, why Eddie and our coworker Alex is so freaked out about that hallway.
Well, no, I understand what causes that from that hallway, but it's still that creepy, eerie feeling that is it that or isn't it that?
Right.
But the thing that bothers me the most, and it's no damn lie, is the laundry room.
Right. Right.
And I will not walk into the laundry room before I turn on the light. I got to turn on the light. I will set the laundry down, reach in and turn on the light before I go in that room.
And no doubt. I mean, it is creepy down there in the laundry room, but I believe because the power, the maintenance room is right there, You did take a K2 when you're down there, and you said it was going off. right?
Yeah, that's because I'm so close to that hallway at that point, though.
Right.
And you got all the breaker boxes and that on the other side of the wall.
Right.
So to get a true reading out of there with the K2 is impossible.
Exactly. But I think that's why they have that feeling down there.
That's fine. Well, I don't know. After that incident when that door handle jiggled.
That's true. That's true.
That was it. You know, I was a true skeptic. Completely, I didn't believe in this at all. None. Well, we had a power outage one time, and we lived downstairs in the basement. And now, when the power's out in this building...
Now, when we say basement, there are rooms downstairs.
I just mean the first floor, not the main floor. We were on the first floor.
We just call it the basement.
And it gets, like, very, very, very dark down there.
Like, creepy dark down there.
There's no emergency lights lining the hallway. You got an exit sign at the very far end and one at the other end. And at this point, we knew nobody was downstairs. Nobody.
The only other person that lived down there at that time was our chef.
And he would not go downstairs. He was scared to death. He was sleeping on the couch in the lobby.
Yeah, he was sleeping. He's like, not going down there.
So we decided,
and to know him, he was a big dude.
Yeah,
he was a big dude, but he's like, not going down there. I'm sleeping on the couch tonight.
So me and Shadows, we go down the stairs.
Gotta give the boy points.
We start walking down the hallway. Everything's fine. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you could hear this handle jiggle like somebody's either trying to go in or come out the door. And I thought I was going to jump into Shadow's arms. And I just took off. It was like, yep,
he
nope.
did.
See ya. So that made me start believing right then and there, because it was like that door handle should have never have done that.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Maria. Hell yeah.
K2 meter ain't going to work too well, though. Not with all the echograms and everything in there and everything.
Yes, Heather, 3 people have died here, as far as we know. At least since our bosses have owned it.
3. Yes. That would be fun to see. Well, you wouldn't even have seen me run. That's how dark it was.
I know, Danielle. It's hard to, because of course Danielle grown up.
Knows I don't scare easy.
Yeah, Danielle knows that Eddie don't scare easily. So when,
okay. In my defense, though, it happened to be on the side of the hallway that I was on.
That's true.
So I was only like a foot from the door when it happened.
And Patrick's like, oh, wow, I would have paid to see Eddie.
Freaky says, oh, darn, I'm missing a good live that started about a half hour ago. Okay.
The necrophonic, my work? Yeah, I don't know. I just...
In a hospital, it's going to be hard as long as it's active...
Necronomic is necrophonic.
I get it.
Okay.
But with all the equipment and everything in a hospital, an active hospital, it's going to be very hard to get anything accurate readings.
Right. But necrophonic is a spirit box.
I know.
Oh.
I know what the necrophonic is.
Okay. All right.
And if you're in a hospital, you will not need an EMF pump. Trust me.
I'm sure. So getting back to the God helmet, psychologists have also been experimenting with the device and its principle to see if they can recreate the same kind of experience that people claim to have when they feel they are in the presence of a ghost. Their studies have suggested that simulating this section of the brain induces what's called a sensed presence. Now, I will tell you.
Is Bug asking somebody in particular, or is she just asking the whole room?
I think she's just asking the whole room
Okay.
if anybody's been in a haunted hospital. So what I was going to say about this was when I first really got into the paranormal, like really studying of why it happens, what happens, why do some people see and what some people don't, and that type of thing. It all actually looped around for me. And I know some of you have heard me talk about this before because my father had Alzheimer's, came down with Alzheimer's when I was 10, went in the nursing home when I was 12, and passed away when I was 18. So when they talked about the hippocampus and the other one there, I just read it.
Maria, if you have like a Polaroid, an Insta camera or anything, or even use your phone, walk in there and just start snapping pictures. And usually, if something's going to be there, you'll usually pick it up on film before you pick it up with your eye. Okay.
I can't find where the hell I had it. But anyway, oh, right there. The amygdala. That's it. So that's all situated next to the pineal gland. All right. And so thank you, Andy. You're a little late. But when I first started in finding out about that, because those are the parts that affect Alzheimer's patients. And so it's, it kind of came full circle with me when it came to my dad and learning about the paranormal and stuff like that. So it was really interesting to find that information out. Let's see. Want to get back to where I was. So they said the basic mechanism by which sense presence occurs is that there is an enhancement of right hemisphere activity that ultimately ends up being represented within the left hemisphere, and you become aware of it. So that was the other thing, was that, with Alzheimer's patients, they usually go back into memories. Like, my dad would call out for his first wife, Lucy, and I wanted to know if that was manifesting in his head, or was Lucy around? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think
I'm gonna honestly think that she was around.
Right. I definitely agree. So it was like that's why, one of the reasons why I got into the paranormal. But when I read about that and researched, all that's when it became kind of full circle. Shut up, that was my stomach.
Yeah. I thought that was mine.
Heather said, Danielle, yes, hospitals are probably one of the most haunted places there is.
Whether it's active, lively active,
right,
or deserted active.
Heather said, our hospital here is haunted. Melanie said, yes, haunted hospital. I broke my neck in a car accident, lots of meds, woke up with a room full of people, not flesh and blood. Were they ancestors, or it was just other people hanging around? Or maybe you didn't know. She said
people that had passed away in that ER.
Right. She said, I wasn't scared. They were comforting, especially the couple still sitting on my bed. They came home with me for a few weeks. Wow.
They were taking care of her.
Making sure you're all right.
Yep. Hey, Trouble.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Okay, she's here. Be back. All right, Maria. We see Elizabeth here. You'll be back. I got you. Shift change.
Andy, that's just wrong. That's so mean. So, in other words, the sense of self that is generated in the left hemisphere might become aware of the experience of the right hemisphere and interpret that as self. Because we can't have two selves, the information is re-understood to coming from someone else entirely in a presence. So the right
controls the left controls the right.
No, it has nothing to do with that. Just the left hemisphere is picking up on the right hemisphere. So when we think of self, we're using both sides of our brain. So if the left is aware of itself and the right is aware of itself,
Murad, lark away.
Like they said, two selves can't exist in our world. So it's like you feel that like there's another presence, but it's not. It's just another aspect of you Did I explain that right? Probably not.
Kinda. Yeah, Freaky, you posted. We seen it. Or at least I seen it. I said something to Shadows about it. You were talking to Nicole about it, actually.
Melanie said a black couple sitting on a bed, so not ancestors, just sweet lady and man. That's awesome.
Can't say they weren't ancestors either.
Well, although I guess they could be. I consider myself a glow-in-the-dark white girl. I love that.
And he says there is no singular self. Anyone who thinks there is has obviously never talked to themselves, argued with themselves, etc.
Right? Patrick says sometimes people with Alzheimer's can see the dead. They say, yeah. I really think
I don't know if they're actually even seeing them as a spirit, but they see them actually there.
Right.
As living.
As living, yeah. Yeah. Heather said, yes, you did, I think, Shadows. What did I do?
I was just going to ask that question. Misty Cat, we all do that. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah, I do that too, Misty Cat.
Oh, hell, you should hear me get going on my computer. What's up, Shrimp Shack?
Hey, Shrimp Shack. So I definitely I definitely understand what could be happening to mess up because you're messing them with the brainwaves, right?
Are you messing with them?
Oh, explained it right. That's what I explained it right about the right brain and the left brain.
Who said you explained it right?
Heather.
Like, okay. I'm just going to leave that right there.
See how it is, Heather? Nicole said, my mom saw spirits in her last weeks of her life. She had Alzheimer's and vascular dementia. Yeah. It all has to do with the hippocampus and the other one there.
I think you just close yourself down to create a portal to be able to see the ones that made you comfortable at one point in time. Whether you knew them during your lifetime or a lifetime previous from a different parallel universe.
Right.
But you're opening up now to be accepted as you were accepted before.
Hello, Through the Veil. How are you?
And Baby Bug says, I got Pop-Tarts. TTVP, how you doing, hon?
Hey, I love Pop-Tarts. You know that. No one comes to my life. Why I haven't seen you in a long time. I don't get notifications for you. I gotta make sure that I'm still subscribed to you because I haven't seen you go live in a long time.
Who are we talking about?
Murad, sorry.
Oh, I haven't. Well, I don't even know if I'm subscribed to him. TTVB, miss you, hon. Hope everything's going good.
That would be why head always hurts. Too many personalities all crammed in one space.
Yeah,
all right, I'll check to make sure that I'm still subscribed to you because, like I said, I haven't seen. There's a lot of people that I haven't seen go live in a long time.
Bugs eating s'mores Pop-Tarts.
Ew, see, her and Ryan like those funky ones. I just like my strawberry.
I don't know.
Frosted strawberry.
I've been wanting to try one of them s'mores ones. They actually look pretty good.
They're good, but it's not the same. Amora says, we do it here, both me and my son. So weird talks happening here, too. Hell yeah, me loves some Pop-Tarts, too. Heather said, too.
Everything
Strawberry does not suck.
Believe it or not, I think we've hit 2 days in a row where we're actually into the 40s. Maybe high 40, low 50.
Not sure, Heather. To be honest.
Can one of the mods drop Murad's link? I had to stop before I said it too fast, and I'd have been like, can one of the mods drop the mod's link? I'd like to see if I'm even subbed.
So one such study set out to what?
One thing Vale don't understand, you can keep those 40s, high 70s here. high 40s here. Feels like 70.
Well, no, it's usually between 15 to 20 degrees.
It feels like 70 out today.
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Drop what? Drop that beat.
Drop that hoop.
Vale's going to drop Murad's link for us. Thank you, Vale.
Danielle started a whole Pop-Tart
conflict.
I know.
Like, I actually like the Oreo, the one. That's pretty good, too.
Right. So, getting back to the God helmet. One such study set out to understand if a person was experiencing was in fact some form of apparition or ghost, or if it was sense mentioned above. To test this hypothesis, that
you did it just before I did. I heard the click.
I actually got one at this time. That experiences of apparitional phenomenon with accompanying fear can be stimulated within a laboratory. A 45-year-old journalist and professional musician who had experienced a classic haunt 4 years previously was exposed to 1 microtesla complex.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself.
Transcerebral magnetic fields. Within 10 minutes after exposure to a frequency-moderated pattern applied over the right hemisphere, the man reported rushes of fear that culminate in the experience of the apparition. Concurrent, I'm not going to read all this, but anyway, they did the spikes of the magnetic field. It accompanied the reports of fear. A second magnetic field pattern applied bilaterally through the brain was associated with pleasant experiences. The subject concluded that the synthetic experience of the apparition was very similar to the one experienced in the natural setting. The result of this experiment suggested that controlled simulation of these pervious phenomenon within the laboratory is possible, and the experimental protocol may help discern the physical stimuli that evokes these occurrences in nature. So, it says experimental stimulation of a haunt experience and the electrophilographic activity by transcerebral complex magnetic fields, induction of a synthetic ghost. So I wonder if when we're getting a haunt, right, or if a paranormal experience, if their waves are going through our brains. That's what it sounds like, right?
Murad, have a good day at work. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. I think you picked up about 5 subs out of here today, and I'm happy for you. I'm going to check you out when you go live.
Take care, Murad. Have a great day. So, doesn't that sound like it?
I guess, kind of, it does.
I mean, if they're putting on the God helmet, right, and they're doing these brain waves into your brain, and it's having the same effect as being in the presence of a spirit, to me, that's telling me the electronic fields are going into we're reading those fields through our brains.
Well, if you're going to connect the right side of the brain and the left side of the brain together, okay, you've already created a tunnel.
Right.
But
is it the spirit's energy that's doing that when we have...
No, I think it's false energy that's happening. I think if you see a spirit, though, that is on you, but it's not the spirit making you see them.
Right. No, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, say that spirit walks through the door.
Okay.
Okay. We feel it's here.
Right.
Is its electromagnetic field around, or the energy that it's putting off, making our brains connect to one?
I see what you're saying. Is it starting to draw the energy levels together to the point where it connects that we can see it?
Right.
Up until that point, we can feel it.
Right.
We can sense it. We can smell it. But until it makes that final connection, can you see it?
Right. Exactly.
Okay, I understand.
Thank you
what
for
you're
the
saying.
ice cream, Nicole.
Was that freaky? Always.
Still think it's
watching.
another type of frequencies in our brainwave. But obviously it must be messing with our brainwaves. Their energy connects somehow. I mean, if they can recreate it with the God helmet. And the guy said it was just, I mean, they've done other experiments too. But
I don't think that they did it specifically with the God helmet. I think they just had more positive experiments than they had with other things. I'm guessing there's probably something in the works now that'll be a couple of years down the road that it's going to be like the God's helmet, but this time you just put it on and boom, there's a spirit. You know what I mean?
right, I get what you're saying, but we're talking about the God helmet.
I get that, and I understand. It's connecting this cerebral and what the hell is what's the other word?
I don't know.
And connects them as one unit.
No, it connects our left and right brain together.
As one unit.
Right.
I understand that. So now you're thinking with a whole brain instead of part of your brain. Well, the 10% that we normally think with, where the other 90% is in there going,
But anyway.
You know what I'm saying. So it's like you take that 10% of an active brain and throw it into 90% of nothing, it's going to be a scatter. You know what I mean? Everything's got to try to get focused. And as you're focusing, now that everything has one solid energy, it's easier to see.
But that's why they said with the left brain and the right brain, that's what's happening. They thought at first was the right brain has the sense of self. The left brain has a sense of self, right? So when it's seeing two different selves, it's thinking not that it's
a mirror,
us.
It's a mirror image.
It's right, kind of, but it's picking up like, oh, there's another presence, but it's not. It's you.
I'm not going to say a negative mirror image.
Yes, Freaky, I did.
But it's a mirror image of, why are you here? I'm here. You shouldn't be here. Kind of, they don't recognize each other.
Right.
I got sorry. Oh.
No, don't, Freaky Geek. But it says, further studies have added a haunted room element to testing where participants were in a dark round room which deployed weak magnetic fields similar to those of the God helmet while adding infrared sound and subaudible sounds which have been proven to cause a feeling of being watched or in the presence of something paranormal. Researchers claim that while the participants felt that they were experiencing something paranormal, they felt it was more of a result of the sensory deprivation and power of suggestion. So when you add the sound, they can kind of feel that it's so when adding sound, they could feel that it was something other than a paranormal. That's what I'm taking it as. Yeah, Nicole, we were just talking about the EMF and that. Hey, Amanda, how you doing, hon? We were talking about the high EMF. Yeah, that can make you feel like you're being watched. Creepy. Infrared sound. I hate infrared sound. Patrick said, I believe that the experience only proved how spirits interact with us to let us know they are there. And that's what I love about it, Patrick. That's why I got into paranormal. I want to know how they're affecting us, why they're affecting some people the way that they don't other. That's why when I go in, I talk about the pineal gland, the hippocampus and the other one, because that's what I want to know, how it affects us, why some people can see it, why some people can't, if it's how our brain works. Hurry back, Morwich. You know what I mean? That's why one of the reasons, big reasons I got into the paranormal. Well, yeah, true, Val. You know, she's like, I don't think I want one of those helmets. I sure see enough. Now, interesting though, Nicole, have you ever put yourself in deprivation? Like, you know, I was going to say earfold, blindfold, ears, not the Estes experiment, but just closing up your ears and your eyes. The God helmet, Amanda. Now, did you have being in deprivation? Now, the real deprivation, if you really want to go for it, is being in water and being really in deprivation. Misty Cat, don't be talking about cheese and mites, man. I don't want to stop eating cheese. Do you understand? I'm a big cheese freak. That's interesting. Yeah, exactly. With the ears, yeah, See, stuff like that. See, now I'm wondering, in reading this, if like if that's what I'm doing, because I haven't done it in a while, but I can make myself go into an astral travel. I just have to get the correct emotion and feeling. And so I'm wondering if now, with reading this, it's kind of making me think if I'm like making my brain work together. Do you know what I mean, honey?
I get it.
Because I have to have a certain feeling in my brain to do it.
That's like being able to read cards, though. You got to be.
That comes to me.
What I'm saying, though, is you got to still be in the right frame of mind for your mind and body to accept what is fixing to happen.
Right. I see what you're saying. Insidious? I've never seen that movie yet. But yeah, if I sit down and I put in my brain the motion of me going down you know how going down in an elevator, how that feels? If I kind of do that, it like set that moment that I can actually stay in that moment, because that's the hardest part, is just staying in that moment, is when my body and mind separate. Not my body and mind, my soul and body. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Shut up. No, Freaky, I'm not. Well, I'm kind of meditating. I'm concentrating. Was it, Heather? It looks scary, and I don't like jump scares. Spitfire, I'm the same way. He's like, I'm like a little mouse. I stuff my mouth with cheese. I hear you.
You're right, easily distracted. It's a deep inner feeling you can't deny.
Right.
But if you do deny it, it'll never work. Yeah.
See, a lot of mine is because of fear. I'll tell you that right now. When it first happened to me, like I told you, I explained the story of you guys when I had my OBE. That's what happens, is when I have my out-of-body experience. It wasn't my astral, I'm sorry.
You said OBE.
Did I say OBE? Yeah. I thought I said astral, I'm sorry. But anyway, I used to get those feelings all the time. Like enough to where there was, they thought I was having seizures. I had my ears checked. My mom had me checked out because I've done it ever since I was little. Well, one day I was putting my son to bed, and I was laying down with him, and one of those feelings came and I just let it go. And that's when I opened up my eyes and I saw me and him laying there on the bed. And I was like, that's when it hurt because I slammed back into my body. I'm like, it was kind of that feeling of I'm looking down at myself going, what the? And then all of a sudden I slammed back into my body and it fucking hurt.
Thank you, Amanda, for the lemon.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for the lemon. But it was those feelings, and that's the kind. Thank you, Patrick, for the ice cream.
That's like I ain't getting done up. Hold on. Thank you, Patrick.
But that was the feel. Like afterwards, when I get those feelings, well, somebody told me, well, that was somebody going in your body, so it scared the hell out of me. You know what I mean? So, and that fear is stuck with me subconsciously, deep down. I don't think that anymore. But it's still there. Do you know what I mean?
So I wonder now, since you're talking about it the way you're talking about it, and I kind of see it in a different way now. Remember how you said you slammed back into your body? Was that to avoid another presence trying to enter your body?
No, I think I scared the shit out of myself.
Did you come back so hard, so fast? Because you sensed maybe another presence trying to get in your body, so you closed it off quickly?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. It was more of me opened my eyes and going, what the? You know what I mean? And then I like woke myself up.
But you see why I'm asking that, though.
Right.
Why you slammed back into your body so fast?
I didn't, Misty Cat. I didn't. And that's what another thing that I was scared of is like my scientific mind.
Is the silver cord, is that like the umbilical cord to heaven?
Well, it's attached to you. Your soul is supposed to be attached to you, so we don't come out.
Yeah, so it won't separate.
Right. So I can't. That's why, to me, OBEs are different than astral travel, because astral travel, I feel like you're more freer. You can go anywhere. Yeah, you think about it and you're there, right? To where OBEs, you have to, with the silver cord, I can't imagine flying around anywhere with this huge cord getting caught up in everything.
Well, that's like as teenagers.
That's how my mind works.
Taking a wasp that you just stung. Don't kill it. Then you take somebody with the longest hair and you tie a little lasso around his fucking neck, and there it is. It can only fly in circles so far.
Right.
That's
right.
it. You're trapped.
Yeah. So, exactly, Val. She was like, nope, what am I doing out here? Exactly. I'll tell you right now, when I slammed back in my body, it hurt like, I felt like I got hit by a Mack truck. And no lie, man, I sat straight up. I was just like, what just happened?
See, I can't say, well, I don't know. No.
No, Sixth Sense didn't scare me, so I should be okay with Insidious. All right. If you lied to me, I'll kick your ass.
When I died and they brought me back, I never experienced anything. From the time I was dead, for the 3.5 minutes I was dead, I didn't experience anything.
Right.
I mean, I didn't see a light. I didn't see a tunnel. I didn't see anything.
Right.
But then I just remember I heard them calling my name. And then slowly my eyes opened back up. But
Spitfire says, when I sleep at night, I always feel like I'm watching over somebody's bed that is not mine.
That you're watching over somebody? You're watching over somebody's bed. Or is it your bed getting watched over?
What statement, Amanda?
I don't know.
I don't see anything from Andy. Is Andy okay? I haven't heard him.
I haven't
He's
seen
like,
Nicole in a while either.
No, she's been over here in D-Live, that's why.
I never saw a white light, nothing, just someone shouting, go back. See, I didn't hear go back. I didn't hear anything. But I just started hearing my name getting hollered. Yeah, Misty Cat. Yep, I was dead for 3 minutes. I drowned in a what do they call it? A simulated dunk situation in the military. My seatbelt got stuck and I panicked.
Now, see, when I had my near-death experience, I felt more than anything.
So even Andy's asking now, what broken heart statement? I didn't see anything negative or heartbroken from Andy. I don't know. Maybe I was just.
But when I had my near-death experience, I more or less, I felt the love. Oh, all right. Won't ask anymore, Andy. You said it all.
TMI.
When I had my near-death experience, I felt like the weight of the world lifted off my shoulders. Like I didn't have to worry about feeding the cat. I didn't have to, the mundane stuff that we really don't realize what weighs on our shoulders
Every
day, just the little things. I loved everybody. I remember feeling the sense of love for everyone and feeling the connectedness to everyone. Now, I don't know how long I was out for. I really don't. I remember, feeling that connectedness. Now, I felt like I didn't see a tunnel. I almost felt like the light that everybody talks about was behind me, but I couldn't see it. It was dark. It was completely dark.
Well, if it's behind you, you won't see it.
Right. But that feeling of something was right there behind me.
Right. I get what you're saying.
I think that's what I was feeling, but I'm not sure.
Amanda, seriously, the pinned comment?
So, and then I heard my sister say, you got to get back home and take care of them babies. I say babies like that because she had an accent.
Vale says, my near death, I went on vacation. I was 14 again. Swam and relived the whole summer for the first time until the hospital woke me up out of the coma and vent 3 months later.
That's interesting because I had a friend of mine that was in a coma, right? And so you relived a whole summer. That's interesting. I love shit like this.
But
Not that you went through it.
Also, remember though, she was down for 3 months.
Right. My friend, I forgot how long he was in a coma for. I want to say roughly it was either 3 months or 6 months. I can't remember. He was in a bad car accident. And when he was in the coma, he lived a whole completely different life.
He lived a former life.
All I know is I remember he's like some wacky shit happened because I remember him talking about like a hospital wing was built in his name. And it was very weird.
Easily distracted said closest I got was when I was knocked out for 3 hours. I only remember waking up that day and getting out of bed over and over.
Oh, wow.
Like it didn't. So it was like Groundhog's Day.
Spitfire said my near-death experience when I got electrocuted at a bun warmer at McDonald's where I used to work. Wow.
I'd have sued the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be owning me a McDonald's right now.
When the truck hit me, I felt warm and remember looking at the sun. Don't remember anything about the accident. Yeah, and that's why I'm not afraid of dying. Having that near-death experience, I'm not afraid of dying. I know it's like it's like I know that when things happen tragically or not so tragically, like you leave your body before you experience anything, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess
at least that's what I've told myself. No,
but
I feel it
because everybody's talking about their near death or their death experience. Because I'm sure at one point in time you had no heartbeat and that. So, yeah. Well, I don't know. What do they consider near death? Is that just before they declare you dead?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
So, in the time that it happened to me, like you guys, I'm in this huge drum, and it's set up to look like the inside of a helicopter. And what they're trying to train you to do is because when a helicopter crashes, it'll rotate upside down because all the weight's on the top of it. So they black out all the windows. They give you black goggles to simulate you going deep into the water.
Right.
And now before it happens, you're supposed to look at the closest window next to you. So now you sit there while this thing hits the water. You got it in your mind. Now it starts rolling. And you start forgetting which direction you need to go. Right. In the meantime, I'm trying to get my seatbelt undone, and it's locked. It froze. It won't. And now they got divers down there watching you. Right. But I panicked. Instead of just sitting there and waving at them for them to come get me, I panicked. So I swallowed a lot of water, breathed in a lot of water, and the last thing I remember is, "I've got you." And then after that, all I heard was dark. Heartlum. Right. And I started to open my eyes, and yes, I spit out a lot of fucking water and everything. But yeah, so honestly, I drowned to death. I was dead for 3 minutes, but I don't remember anything. Right. I felt like I was taking a nap. Really? Yeah. Yeah. See, with mine, like I definitely knew what happened. Like I felt, like I said, with the OBEs, with the OBE, I went out, like if I'm laying down, I went out through my chest. You know what I mean? Yeah. My spirit left my body all at once, where when I was dying, having the near-death experience, I felt like I was going up, but yet I was going out straight through my head. Yeah. That's when you went and seen the books, wasn't it? No, that was, I had this, like, astral travel and near-death experience was basically like the same thing. You though, when you seen the books, you went out through the top. Yeah. Do you know why you went that way? You're taking your knowledge with you so you can study it. Right. And that was the other thing about the difference between astral travel or the same about astral travel and near-death experience. Like, when I had my near-death experience and when I astral traveled, once I left my body, I knew everything. I knew how the world was developed. I knew everything. Because it took your knowledge with you. See, right. And then when I come back, I lost it all. But we are programmed to know everything. Right, yeah. That's... Is Ron over? No. Streamlabs, is somebody saying hi to his Streamlab thing coming across again? Oh. Of course, I had a conscience, so when they woke me, all I could do is vomit and want to go back to sleep. It was a struggle for family to keep me up early 70s. And I get that. Easily distracted, I totally understand. I think with Blue, their mind in the military is 4 minutes after they got me revived. I jumped back on my feet. I was ready to do it again. And they looked at me like I had lost my goddamn mind. Right. And it was like, either I do it now again. Welcome back, Amora. Or I'm never going to do it again. But yet you're going to send me up in helicopters. Thank you for the follow. Helen 54? Yep. Thank you so much for the follow. But in concession to all that, this is just in basic training. So at least everything's under a controlled occurrence. Right. Where now, if this would have happened out in the real world, well, you know what I mean. Right, yeah. Outside of the training facilities. Right. Who's to say the outcome wouldn't have been different? Definitely. Hurry back, Freaky. That's nap time. Okay, Vale, thanks for coming in, hon. It's good to see you, and I'm glad you're settling in where you're at. I hope things get better for you. I hope the investigations get strong and keep coming. Yes. We thank you for coming in. It was good to see you. It really was. And talk about this. This is interesting. I love talking about this stuff. But yeah, it was definitely
And we love you too, Val.
Absolutely, 100%, huh?
Uh,
Hey, oh wait, did you ever get your package from her?
I don't know, did I?
I don't
You
know.
live in the same house as I do.
I want the fucking hat.
They're coming.
Hey, I just want the goddamn hat. Oh, all of a sudden, where the hell did that come from, though?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's been how long, and all of a sudden it was just like, hey, wait a minute. Sorry, Vale. Sorry.
No,
love
but
you,
what
hon.
she said because about moving and everything.
I know. I got you, hon. I love you.
Ask me if I've gotten it. He goes to the post office.
Hey, there's a lot of things I got to ask if you got or not. Have a good night, Vale.
Take care, hon. Thanks for coming in. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting going through something like that in a different aspect. That's why I love hearing other people, not that you went through it, but just different aspects. No problem, hon. No worries.
No, not at all. I'm just, see, as you can tell, I'm starting to be in dire need of a new hat. and I wanted to, you know, a TTVP, since I helped create that abbreviation in that, I would love the support one.
Oh, geez, easily distracted. But I was knocked out by running headfirst into a parked car playing Red Rover. My first of many games I got banned at school.
Why the hell are you all playing Red Rover on school ground with cars parked right there?
They might not have had a schoolyard.
Holy shit, she ain't a fucking dinosaur.
I didn't say that. Don't imply that. I
Welcome
wasn't
back,
implying
Freaky.
anything. Welcome back, Freaky.
All right, hon. You know we love you, Vale.
Oh, you're very welcome, Helen. That's why I love these group of people. Usually Restream's messing up right now because I'm live on YouTube and DLive and amongst a couple of others.
They might have been in metal shop class, Freaky. I ain't sure.
Usually you see the correspondence between the two chat rooms, and you would have seen everybody in YouTube saying hi to you as well. But today, apparently, DLive is taking a break.
Hey, Paranormal World Investigators. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, PWI, how are you, Sherry? But yeah, it's definitely, so they go on to ask, there are various studies, they're asking if it's a placebo. Do you guys, honestly, from what we talked about and everything with the God helmet, do you think it's a placebo? There are various studies to suggest that it's all power of suggestion rather than the magnetic waves themselves. No, I think magnetic waves, it's like I said, it's like us with the magnet experiment
Easily
that we will be
distracted.
doing again.
I'll let easily distracted keep that secret to themselves. Our playground was a street. Yeah, so was mine, but
Hey, Pammy,
anyway.
how are you, hon?
Hey, Pammy.
So in the present EEG study, a placebo God helmet was used to induce spiritual experiences in a lab. You're on the fence about it, Amanda?
Because she's over there, I can't see what she's saying.
She said, I'm on the fence about it being a placebo, the God helmet.
I don't.
Well, let's see, because they're talking about it. They put a placebo God helmet on these people, right? By boosting the expectation and suggestions of participants. So at a behavioral level, it was found that instructions regarding whether the helmet was turned on or off were not effective, but that the individual differences in beliefs and the effectiveness of the helmet, magical ideation, absorption, and paranormal beliefs were strongly related to induce spiritual experiences.
But could the effect of subliminal messaging of the helmet's on, but it's not on, but they're telling you it is.
That's how they did the placebo effect.
So, can the placebo actually work? Absolutely.
Well, let's see. It says at a neural level, believers compared to skeptics were characterized by trend for increasing theta and alpha power during the helmet session and trend for reduced auditory suppression of the P2 component. These novel findings indicate that individual personality differences are a strong predecessor of induced spiritual experiences, and that reduced sensory suppression may reflect a reduced pre-reflective sense of agency.
Sherry asked how you're doing.
Which in turn could underlie prognosis to self-induced spiritual experiences. So there you have it, right there. I'm doing well, Sherry. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well as well. Patrick says, I think it proves how spirits communicate with us.
It's weird.
It's what I said. It's what your beliefs in.
Well, I'm not saying that. Once you're wearing a helmet and how it affects you, I dare say that you can then self-induce the effects with concentration on the subject.
Definitely.
But I don't even think you need to wear the helmet to understand the effects of self-inducing levels of understanding. I just don't think you need the helmet to do that. If you believe in yourself, believe in what your mind is capable of, I don't think you need the helmet.
Right. Oh, definitely. No doubt. That's, I mean, obviously, you know, with everybody that's had spiritual experience, yeah, I definitely believe, you know, that your belief system plays a role on it in what you believe in.
Well, your YouTube shit just stole 10,000 of my gold.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it didn't. I spent 10,000, won 80,000. I'm good. It just didn't come up. No, it didn't come up on Restream, but it's over there on YouTube. I see it.
So, something that ties in well with paranormal research when you look at it on the same level. Would a person have the same experience without the helmet? If they use the helmet, yet it's not plugged in, and they thought it was working, would they have the same experience? Our mind and our will is extremely powerful. I do often wonder if it has a lot of what we experience because we unknowingly will it to be. And that's what we've discussed before on here of
that's
our manifestation.
If a tree falls in the middle of the woods and nobody's around, can you hear it make that sound?
Right.
You can't say yes or no. You can't prove it either way.
Kind of, Heather. The helmet would be just another tool, like the necronomic to talk with spirits. Necrophonic. I keep wanting to say the Necronomicon. You guys are doing that just to make me say that. No, the necrophonic. Kind of. It puts you, because see, it's hard to explain to people, explain to anyone, explain to myself. To me, you have to be in the right, to experience a spirit. You have to, I mean, some of you are always in this state of mind, but others are not. I have to put myself in that, the feeling of it. Because being an empath and a high sensitive, I have to put my feeling into it.
You have to close down.
Right. So that's why, like, when we're watching, like, Chad and stuff like that, things will happen around because I'm divulged into it. Do you know what I mean? Unless, you know, instead of having it on in the background, right. I'm actually focused on it.
You have to be in it. Don't read Andy's.
I know, I just did. So
you have to be in it.
Right. Or, you know, like I wanted to have an experiment on the channel one night of going live and drawing spirits to me. I know how to do it. I just haven't done it, you know. I've done it to myself and freaked myself out when Eddie's gone to work when I was reading chats.
Kind of both at that point, divulged or invested.
Right. Helen says we can travel with our minds. They just educate us without using it. Right. Exactly. Definitely. I just have to, I would love to. I mean, we've done the. I'd love to do the Gonzville experiment.
Which one's that?
With the red light and the ping pong balls. The reason.
Well, I'm thinking my head to the box office.
All right, you want to end now?
No. You went anywhere to third eye. Well, honestly, it probably wouldn't be a good idea if we both wore them at the same time. From the principal's office with straight knees, black eye, messy braids, and a smile. That was me and great. Now, are you using that as a? That wasn't really you, right?
Pammy, no, that's not. She's talking about when we wore the magnets. Is that what we were wearing to open up our third eye? No, we were wearing magnets.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have, well, it kind of looked like a helmet with the headband.
Well, yeah, we did have the headband on. And we're going to do the experiment again sometime.
Well, one of us might.
But yeah, oh, you can't even see.
No, it's dark as hell.
Not that that's going to help any.
Let me see this. No, you got it.
Okay. We just stuck magnets on our head. Not stuck them on our head, but...
Kinda.
Yeah.
I guess y'all would have known if either one of us had a metal plate. I wouldn't have needed his hand to slap.
That's funny.
It stuck.
But we'll be doing that again. But the reason I brought up the red light...
You see, none of this she gets talked to with me. She just says, oh, we'll be doing it again.
We've talked about doing it.
Is it?
Oh, okay. So the reason I brought up the red light is when our eyes are exposed to light and then dark, they go through an adjustment period called dark adaptation. Excuse me. During a paranormal investigation, we're often not allowing our eyes to properly adjust to change in light. That's why we get eye burn. This can cause us to see things that are not there. You have to remember that looking at something, then looking at something else, we get eye burn. We have to be careful with that.
Yes, because
like
what you were just staring at for the 15 seconds when you turn your head is what you're going to see for about the first 3 seconds till your eyes can readjust to the situation you're looking at. Pammy says her friend Amanda is watching with her and asked about the helmet.
It's called the God helmet.
Hurry back, Nicole. But yeah, that's
Hurry back, Nicole.
I mean, how many of you now, and I asked you to do this, how many of you have gone down through Facebook and you'll see one of them posts that say, stare at these 3 dots in the middle of the screen for 30 seconds. Now stare at them and then look up at the ceiling and blink your eyes really fast. And you're going to see a woman's face. And the only reason why you see that
is eye burn.
Them dots had already had it mapped out. They just wanted you to see the center of it. So now when you looked up, there it is, the whole portrait.
Right. Hey, Jacob.
How you doing, Jacob?
Yeah, exactly. So you have to be careful. So the biggest thing, and I've seen a lot of people use, I've seen it a lot more and more.
Hurry back, Dragon.
Hurry back, Spitfire. Is using the red flashlights. Have you guys seen them?
And while I understand that, Andy, the lower power of a red light, you will be able to see better because your eyes got to focus more compared to a bright light or a white light where your eyes don't have to focus as hard.
Right.
So you went with a low power, darker light, which makes your eyes have to focus.
So if you really, I mean, the changes in our eyes. Adaptation is what is referred to when the retina, which is in the inside of our eye, adjusts to different levels of light. We are all capable of a certain degree of natural night vision. Think about when you're in paranormal investigation, you're in a room with the lights turned out. In the beginning, it seems like you are in pitch darkness. The longer you're in the room, the eyes begin to adjust, and you can start seeing items in the dark a lot more clearly. Typically, it can take a person 20 to 30 minutes to properly adjust. However, it's said that it really takes 2 hours for the process to happen properly. When our eyes are not properly adapting to the light, it can cause us to maybe see things that aren't there, or even mistake a cupboard in the corner for something else. So in simple terms, if we expose to bright light, our iris becomes so small that less light is let in. When it's dark, the iris becomes, of course, wider, or if you're taking the drugs, they become...
Andy.
I wasn't going to say that. Enlarge it a lot, in more light. Did you ever do a trick growing up? You'd stand in front of a mirror and turn the lights on and to watch the size of your iris change? I've done that. Sit there with the flick, 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 flick.
And you're close enough that when you turn the light, you don't even see it move. The minute the light's kicking on, it's like your pupils like...
Oh, I've seen it move.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it move?
No.
I remember, I remember doing this. Andy, moi? Sure, I don't know what you mean. While this is a physical part we can see, there's a chemical change that's also happening inside our eyes.
Is that why it spews goo when you get stabbed in it?
Probably. The retina inside our eye detects these changes in light.
Welcome back, Nicole.
Welcome back. What's called cones and rods. There are 3 types of cones that are sensitive to different wavelengths of light. This is how, that was so close. This is how we can detect color. Okay.
Fucking scared shitless.
Sometimes a person's cones are not functioning, and that's why there's color blindness. There are 4 main types of color blindness that affect approximately 8 to 10% of the population. Some might not be able to see red light, others blue light, which in some cases can only see black and white.
Andy really gets bored during the day. He says when you have been in the dark long enough to get your night vision, the average pupil size is 8 millimeters.
Yeah.
Which means it's just bigger than the size of the end of a pin needle.
Right, yeah. So the rods in our eyes are the ones that are sensitive to light. They don't interpret color, only light. If our eyes are exposed to bright light, the cones and rods become overexposed, and we often see a large flash of light. Much like you see in an overexposed photograph. This can also cause a person to see what's called an after image or eye burn. This is something that she's written about in her book. If you ever check it out, stuff paranormal investigators need to know. When you stare at a black image for a prolonged period of time and then look at a white piece of paper, you can see the image floating down.
Yeah, it's actually coming from your eye to the paper.
Right.
And if you're fast enough, you can probably trace that shit.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, and Freaky Geek says, Shadow, you got to stop glaring at Eddie. You're making him nervous.
Maybe.
She ain't making me nervous.
While the cones reset really quickly, it takes the rods a lot longer to reset and adjust to the change of light. As we get older, which none of us is getting older, right?
Well,
our eyes degenerate.
Some of us are.
We all have varying levels of eyesight and different types of light. We have different luminosity, so which means that time it can take to adjust to dark is different from each person.
All right.
What do we say? It's different, for example, from going into a sunny room to a dark room.
It sucks.
Yes, it does.
I mean, it sucks just as bad from going to a dark room to a light room because your eyes are going to suffer because your iris pupil can't shrink fast enough for that light.
Stream Elements decided to come into play over on YouTube.
Well, that's fine. I think.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, Stream Elements is one of my bots. But I usually
Did we
don't have them on.
Did we have to pay it?
No.
Okay. Then you're hired. Anyways, but when you leave a dark room to light, it's going to fry your eyes too, because your eyes can't shrink that small. It would have to get down to about 1 millimeter of opening for light to walk from the dark to the light without it bothering your eyes.
Right. So every time we expose ourselves to bright light, we have to go through the process of readjusting again. Think about being on a paranormal investigation, even with just a flashlight. Every time you turn that on, you are essentially starting the dark adaptation process again and again, each time you switch it on and off. So you're never really giving your eyes the chance to properly adjust. And if they're not properly adjusted, this is where you may think seeing shadows or items moving where they aren't supposed to move.
Hey, Mo!
Hey, Mo!
So what you're saying is if we're fluttering our eyes and our eyelashes and that, we're naturally adjusting to the dark because we're reflecting
Well, I don't know about you, but when I'm in the dark, I feel like I'm like this.
Well, I know, but I'm going by with what you're saying. You're prolonging it because your eyes are moving.
Right.
My eyes move one time. I can't see shit. I'm looking.
Yes, Mo, thank you very much for asking. I am feeling better. Thank you.
I am not going to keep blinking my eyes to try to figure it out.
Right. The rods in our eyes are a lot less sensitive to red light, meaning if we use a proper red light lantern or a red flashlight, or Andy turns on his red light during an investigation, we are helping our eyes to properly see in the dark without compromising our eyesight.
Well, right now we're talking about brave wavelengths and how it connects your mind together. But right now we're talking about the eyeball and the iris and the pupil and how we see and perceive light, on whether do we really see spirits or do we just feel them, or do we feel them bringing them the, oh, there's a whole lot of crap you missed. Amora says Eddie almost had coffee all over my keyboard.
So I've seen a lot of different people using more and more red flashlights, which is great. Which is really great. So in the Gonsfield experiment, one of the most famous ways red light is associated with the paranormal is during a Gonsfield experiment. Now, if you've never seen this is what it looks like. Let me go ahead and open that up and share that. I don't know who that is. It almost looks like Ryan.
No, that's a blue light special Spitfire. That's here in the United States. Oh my God, isn't that chunk off of fucking the Goonies?
No, so you got your ping pong balls cut in half to place over your eyes. You got the red light streaming at you, and you got headphones so you can't hear anything.
So you're taking a suntan?
Well, no, but you're opening up your senses to.
I get that. I mean, you can't see, you can't hear.
And I've seen a lot of people do the Gonsfield experiments and get really freaked out.
But, well, I can understand why. Because if I can't see you, I can't hear you. Mm-hmm. The only thing I can do is feel you.
Exactly.
So every time I get touched, it's going to scare the shit out of me.
Like they can hear the voices. They can sense somebody like walking up to them.
They can't hear it, they can't see it, but they can feel it.
They're ping pong balls over the eyes, freaky. That's why the eyes look weird.
I'm telling you though, but the sense of feel right now is at a stage that's astronomical.
Yeah, that's as far as I know.
All you got to do is start heading towards it
Right.
They would already know.
Feel it. Yeah, exactly. That's why I love the Gonspield experiment. I really do. But I'm scared to do it to myself. You know what I mean?
You do it to me. I'll do it.
You got scared with the Estes method.
No, I only got scared when you came out to say, hey, we're done. See, now I know there's supposed to be spirits doing this.
Oh, okay.
And not just you. You know what I mean?
Right.
See, but you came out and touched me, and yeah.
It was funny. I'm going to tell you.
That freaking, and I know because you didn't mute the mic.
Nope, I didn't either.
Everybody
and I
heard
even said before I got up, if Patrick can verify that that I sat there and said, this is probably going to scare him.
And I jumped, and I know I yelled either "oh shit" or "oh fuck."
Yeah. What the fuck is
or
that?
Or what the fuck was that?
Yeah. If you go back, it's on my channel. We did the Estes method. Like I said, it's been about a year now.
Missy White used the red light. The most relaxing color on the human eye is green. It's not asking you to relax. It's asking what your eye.
It takes away the eye burn. Yeah, yeah.
So you can stare at something that has that reddish color to it all day long, and you'll know your eyes won't get burnt. But when you use different colors on situations, you can turn your face and see exactly what you just seen.
And I can answer this. The question was actually brought up, why use the red light? During the experience, the participant is to keep their eyes open while looking through the cut in half ping pong balls. The color of the light is said to have no effect on the experiment itself, as people have also used blue and green light. But red light was used so it's not to damage the cones in the person's eyes.
Not to put stress on them.
It makes sense. If you are lying in a chair, and it isn't a good idea to be staring at a bright light for about 30 minutes, obviously you can cause permanent damage.
No. Who is that?
Maybe Nicole.
Who's underscore? Oh, it's Mo saying hi to Nicole K. How are you? Wow, that took me a minute. I'm like, who the hell is that? Okay, I got it.
So red light is often used for photographers to take photographs in low light conditions or in the dark. It helps them. Obviously, why we use infrared.
And what affects infrared really bad?
What?
Any kind of light pointing back at it.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, Patrick said, yeah, I remember that, Missy, LOL. I did. I warned everybody in chat that I was going to freak Eddie out. Hurry back, Andy.
What'd you freak me out about?
Touching you when you were doing the guy.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
This is something that would be highly beneficial why skywatchers and UFO activity also use red light. Again, if you're constantly using a flashlight, your eyes have to go through that process of adapting to light changing again. And maybe you aren't seeing the sky as clearly as you should be. So maybe you're missing out on something. It also could make you see things moving when they are not. Obviously, without the red light, if you're using the flashlight.
Because now your eyesight's trying to readjust, so you're gonna see movement, but nothing's moved. And
right.
It's your eyesight trying to switch back to where it should be.
Right. This is where using red light can really help you navigate your way around and see in the dark without exposing your eyes to that bright light. So you're constantly... Take care, Helen. Thank you so much for coming in and for the follow. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Who's leaving?
Helen.
Oh, Helen. I'm sorry you got to go. I'm so sorry. I hope you had fun.
Right. Patrick says the military uses red lights at night as well.
Yep, because in anything above that will screw with the night vision badly.
Not only that, your eyes, you're out there focused on stuff. So this way your eyes don't have to adjust. They can stay at that level.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're using a red light. Let's say, okay, I'm using infrared. What did I just say I'm using?
Infrared.
What color light am I using?
Red.
How's it going to affect it?
It's going to be inferior. No, I don't.
It won't affect it one bit.
Right.
But
yeah.
you use anything brighter than the red, and your night vision, it'll mess it up. You won't be able to see properly.
Right. Right.
Oh, I know Patrick knows, and I'm sorry that was a long explanation, and it really was, but it's true.
Also, ultimately, red light also adds to the creepy vibe of a paranormal investigation.
That's true too.
The color red makes a person's heart rate rise, and can feel a rush of adrenaline and excitement. It's also a color often associated with danger. Add in creepy locations that's supposedly haunted, and the color red can change the feel of the entire room. So to get you in that feeling, I'm telling you, it all has to do with that feeling.
But you also have to remember too, it resonates with you.
Right, right. It adds to an experience in a lot of ways. While the red lights are used to help see in the dark, they are also to set a mood and invoke those feelings. See? Really good.
More which is how do black lights affect the eye? We call it blue light here.
Black light, it's just, they fuck with you.
It's
Not gonna lie.
A DNA. The black light's like it picks up DNA. Well, not DNA. Like I'll see your fingerprints. I can see if they're clear and everything. The black light will show it. Have you ever been? Hold on. Here's a good way. Have you ever been to the bar and got that stamp?
Yep.
But yet you couldn't see that stamp. But it would let you get back into the bar or the concert or whatnot. And they made you put your hand underneath this light. And that light showed that you got stamped. That's a blue light. I think I'm right. I think I explained that right. You can't see. Well, yeah, you can. That's a blue light.
That's an ultraviolet light. Yes, that's what a black light is.
So if there was some...
If you really want to know how clean your house is,
use that.
buy one of these.
Don't do it.
No, it'll freak you out.
I am telling you, you all will puke. Okay?
Oh, believe me, our room's never been cleaner because of this thing.
If you think you are spotless, you got something coming.
How does it affect the eye? I don't know. I'm not.
That don't affect the eye.
Don't look in. No, this.
Give the boy points.
This definitely.
Which glowing and fluorescent light too. Yep. Not sure I would want that. Well, no, I wouldn't want fluorescent light under my skin. Absolutely not, Andy. Yeah, but how does it affect the eye? It really doesn't.
You'd have to research it. I don't know that answer. Otherwise,
it shuts.
I know.
It almost shuts it down to a 2-dimension eye.
What are the ones in the ceiling?
Huh?
What are the ones in the ceiling?
What do you mean?
The bulbs they use like in supermarkets.
Fluorescent?
Fluorescent?
And using what?
Yeah, in supermarkets.
Yeah, fluorescent light bulbs.
Yeah, those things bother me. It does, right, Amanda? Oh, yeah, of course it's okay just to wonder. Yeah, thank you, Heather. Fluorescent, yeah.
Who's just a wonder?
No, she says she was just wondering.
Oh, the way you said it, you almost made it sound like you called somebody else's name. I'm like, I missed somebody else.
No, but I mean...
It's not that they flicker. I guess it's... To me,
I think it's more the humming that gets me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the actual light that fucks with me. I
no,
think
it's that hum.
Yeah.
Or the flick, 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 flick.
Yeah, like that one does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have it here. That's why. Sounds like Freaky's looking for a date.
I haven't seen Freaky speak in a while. Is he over there?
No, he's gambling.
Oh. have dangerous chemicals. And yes, they do. And it's at the end of the
Yes,
lights.
the mercury. They use mercury.
Yep.
The neon signs. I know. I've known because my nephew and his wife are sign makers. So yeah, there's a couple people that blow the mercury for them or blow the neon signs, and yeah, they're a little out there.
Freaky is totally toasted. He says, nope, not eating a date in a long time. Gray on.
I love dates.
Listen, he has not eaten a date.
I tell you.
Never
a dull moment here.
I just happened to know where he was going. Yeah, lost me, Andy. Yeah, you damn sure lost yourself. Okay, let's keep going.
Do you see what time it is? That's the end of that one.
Oh, is that the last one?
No, it wasn't the last one. It wasn't. That was only the second one. But it's been a good discussion today. I don't mind. When it's good discussion,
You know what? I'll fill you in all later on whether she just lied or not. When she says, I don't mind, I'll find out. Trust me. Okay. I'll have to make a sneak appearance and show all the bruises and shit before she covers it up with makeup before tomorrow's show. So
whatever. Lord,
I love you, baby.
I love you, baby. Yeah, it was definitely a great discussion.
You love dates? No, I hate dates. I've already fucking 10 years. No, I'm done with dates. Should I have called it a broom? No, maybe a grape, but not a broom. Chocolate covered dates. Yum. You fucking ginky. Swiss chocolate covered Swiss chocolate for me. What the fuck is wrong with these
dates?
people?
The fruit, honey.
Oh.
Yeah,
I haven't had a date in a while. I've been with you 10 years.
Not that kind of date.
Oh, I get it.
All right, guys, I put the lemons.
She hates me now, I'm telling you.
In the chest.
I will be sending pictures of the bruises.
Gotta give the boy points.
Yes, you gotta give me fucking points, all right? How's that? And this
Lord.
Point, I want to say fist bumps, guys, hugs, ladies. Everybody stay safe, stay strong. We'll get through all this together, I promise. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. We appreciate it so much. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm so glad that we had such a good discussion about this. So think about that, though. Think about that. Do you one of these days we'll have to do the Gonspiel experiment. Definitely. I'd like to try it.
I'll be all down for it.
We got to get a red light and ping pong balls.
I can get the ping pong balls. I don't know where to fucking get a red light from, but
I don't know either.
But need earplugs and shit too, though.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
We'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll seriously divulge in trying to do that.
Thank you, Misty Cat. I appreciate that. So glad to see you better.
Thanks, Mo. You take care too, buddy. Thanks for coming in, friend.
You need what kind of balls? Ping pong balls.
I can buy them over here at the sports store. We got that. I just got to figure out now how to find a red light.
Probably Amazon if they'll ship it up here. That's the only problem. Yeah, see.
But maybe we should ask somebody in town. Maybe they got a red light we can borrow or rent.
Yeah, that's true. All right, guys, I'm distributing the rewards so that I have pressed the chest. The chest is now open, so if it hasn't popped up for you, click on it and it should pop up. I put 400 in the lemons since we were having such a messed up stream the last couple times?
Yeah, Thursday, well, Friday, part of Thursday, Monday, all that
Yes.
crap.
Hit the chest now. 10 seconds, guys.
King Kong balls.
Yes,
They're
use the
gonna
pointer.
hurt your head. Well, Spitfire, I'm glad you're in stitches, brother.
All right, Nicole got 133.1 lemons. Heather got 76.9. Patrick got 55.8. Freaky Geek got 44.5. And Amora Ladybug got 37.4 lemons.
Night, Andy.
Blue got 28. Nice. Nice.
Sounds like everybody's got some pretty decent amount of lemons.
Amanda got 32.5. Awesome. 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 All right, guys. With that being said, again, thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Nope.
We
love each and every one of you.
Yes, we do. We love each and every one of you. And yeah, tomorrow is Transformation Tuesday. I think we're supposed to not recap, but continue with what we were doing last week. I can't remember exactly at this moment.
It was last week.
Excuse the noise. All my notifications are coming up.
It's not mine. I turned on my notifications.
So, yeah.
I did it before the show started, too. Go me.
That's right. He's getting a little,
A little too far ahead of myself.
I know.
I need to slow down before I take over. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want this.
All right, everybody. Take care, be safe, and as always, please find something today that makes you smile with your eyes. We love you guys.